Hi. Like a lot of people these days, I watch a lot of YouTube videos, and so I decided I might as well react to them because I be reacting and talking to myself, and like I watch a lot of them, and it's information that I can apply in my life most of the time. It's not just for entertainment purposes. So the videos that I will personally be feeling inspired by, or the videos that I personally feel inspired by, are the ones that I'll be sharing and reacting to. So without further ado, here goes my first YouTube reaction video.
Today, I'm here with one of the most successful young women I ever met in my life, Miss Margarita. How are you doing today?
I'm great, how are you?
Last time you were on the channel, your business was doing around $1 million a month. And last month, how much did your business generate in sales?
We generated $3 million in sales last month.
You came a long way in a real short time. Can you actually show the viewers maybe some of these results?
Yes, absolutely. This is my Shopify dashboard for the year.
12 million in a year. Can you break that down a little bit, what that business is and how you guys actually make money?
So we're doing the dropshipping model, which pretty much means that whenever someone orders from us, a supplier overseas ships the product to our customer.
And what type of products have been the most successful in your career of doing dropshipping?
I have tested over 200 products, and out of all of them, the products that have always worked the best for me are problem-solving products, specifically that solve insecurities.
And how many years have you been doing dropshipping?
I started at the end of 2018.
Wow, so only in like 5 years, you've taken this business now to over $10 million a year.
Oh, yeah.
I want to take it back to the beginning, back in 2018, and hear your whole story about how you got started. So let's take a walk and talk about it.
This is amazing. So far, I'm already intrigued and impressed, and I want to learn more. Her name is Margarita, and she lives in Miami, so it's right up my alley. But $1 million in a month, that is almost unheard of, and that is very impressive. I'd like to see what she does to make that much money with drop shipping, something that people might think is obsolete by now. But this video was made a year ago. Like he said, it was made in 2023. She's been doing the business for 5 years, the drop shipping business. And in the last year, I guess between 2022 and 2023, she made $12 million. That's very impressive. So whoever's out there thinking about drop shipping and they're thinking, man, that's probably saturated, everybody's talking about drop shipping. It's not, clearly.
So tell me about your background. How did you get started in this game of entrepreneurship, and where were you born at?
So I was born in Colombia. I'm actually a U.S. refugee. I came here for my safety. My family was forced to come here. I'm so thankful for my parents for bringing me here and literally leaving everything behind for my safety. As soon as I started making money, it was just giving back to them.
And now, at this point, what are some of the things you've been able to do for your parents?
The first thing, my mom got a new shoulder, my dad got 2 new knees, and then they got a house.
I'm sure they're super proud of you. What type of money was they making when they came to the U.S.? No type of money like you make today.
Honestly, no. I remember my senior year of high school, my mom had her W-2 laying on the table, and it said $21,000 for a family of 4. But all I know is that they did their best to make sure that I was good, and I never felt low income, if that makes sense.
So tell me about that journey of going from zero to making your first $1 million.
I saw other people doing it. Honestly, when I got into entrepreneurship, there was a lot of dudes on YouTube, you know? I was like, honestly, if these guys can do it, I can definitely do it.
You started this with your boyfriend, right?
I started actually by myself. I started my own store by myself, and I was doing...
Peep the shade though. She was like, if these boys can do it, then I can definitely do it. And then he was like, but your boyfriend helped you start it though. And she's like, no, I started by myself. I thought that was funny. But also she talked about how $20,000 a year with a family of 4. I am struggling right now with a few tens of thousands of dollars a year. And it's just me by myself. I don't know how people do it, but it's just so inspiring and it motivates me to know that I have no excuse.
And it got to a point that he was running his store, he was doing good, I was running my store and I was doing good. And together we were like, what if we did this together? Could we do really, really good? So we finally just started doing it. We started selling the 9-in-1 push-up board together. That was kind of our first product together. And it blew up. We both had our highest month that month when we started doing it together. And we've just been doing it together ever since.
So for somebody that's watching this video right now that wants to start their own dropshipping store, can you give them a blueprint for getting started?
So the first thing you need to get started with dropshipping is find a product that has demand. Like I said earlier, anything that solves a problem or solves an insecurity that someone might have is going to be your best bet. The next thing is double down on short form content, TikTok content, Reels, because you're just one viral video away from making your first $1,000 online.
Well, that's very important. She said I know when people hear play on people's insecurities, it sounds like a negative connotation is attached to that, but actually she's put a positive spin on it, and that's how you solve problems. If people are insecure about something, then you help them become more secure in that area. It's just nothing negative about that. It's actually very philanthropic or very helpful.
Would agree with that. And if you're a woman watching this video, Margarita's story is a shining example of what's possible. But wait till you see who we talk to next and how they took their business to millions of dollars in sales.
I right now am known as the booty queen. I actually innovated a technique and a safe technique on how to do gluteal enhancement without surgery.
How many clients do you guys bring in a month at this point?
About 8 to 10 patients a day, and I'm pretty consistent unless they fly me out somewhere to teach or I'm doing booties around the United States as well, so it kind of depends.
How much does a business like this bring in per month?
Anywhere between 75,000 up to 200,000, depending on if I'm here or not. But most of my booties are $7,500, and I do it in about 12-15 minutes.
That's a good deal.
I'm happy with it.
That's a good deal, yeah. Why don't?
That is crazy. Almost over $7,000 in less than an hour. That's like $14,000 an hour. These hourly wages are crazy, but again, she took a lot of time researching and getting into a craft and honing in on her craft, and took years of experimentation and trial and error to get that type of income. So inspiring.
I'm gonna go back and hear the whole story about how you started it and got to this level, but maybe first you can show us around the office and show us where you do these procedures at.
Absolutely.
Sarah, show this real quick. This stuff looks crazy to me. I was watching one of your videos and I saw this is what you inject people with, right?
Yeah.
Can you explain what this actually is?
So I use a product called Radius. It's actually a biostimulator, so different from all the products on the market right now.
So you were like one of the first people or the first person to do this procedure?
Absolutely. So it was in 2018-19 when I was developing it. And then actually I got my patent and my trademark for the Bella Vita Instant BBL over here.
Tell me about what it was like for you when you were first starting in your career.
So I come from a very, very poor family. We moved from Brazil. We were like in a 1-bedroom apartment. When I was looking at your story, I had something similar happen. So when I was living in Tampa, I moved back to Miami and I didn't have an apartment. I had 7 credit cards that were completely cashed out, like $20,000 and above. And I had just gotten my car rebuilt because I didn't have enough money.
Wow.
So I started working at different clinics trying to, raise my bank account. And I was living with my cousin for a year. Thank God she's an angel.
Yeah.
Saved me. I paid everything off and then started, the business. And I just kept growing. Right after COVID, I don't know what happened, but everybody was like, yo, my body and my face is falling. You need to lift this up. So I did.
That is so interesting. She was like at rock bottom, negative $20,000 in debt. So $20,000 in debt. And I know people say you start from zero, start with nothing. She started with less than nothing and built herself up to a $14,000 an hour paying career, job, practice. That's so amazing.
A couple of influencers, we got a lot of OnlyFans girls around here, and they were obsessed with it. So they've come back, they've sent their friends, and it kind of just blew up.
Yeah, I know you definitely love the success of OnlyFans now in the
Oh,
market.
yeah.
It's probably like some of your biggest clients.
Biggest clients, they got money to spend, and it's like their body, so they're selling something that they're investing in. So I love it for them.
Do you think it's a tax write-off for OnlyFans models to come and get something from you?
So technically, if you're using your body for something, you can have a tax write-off if you have a good account.
This next woman turned $200 into a $100 million empire. And she invited me to her house here in Miami to explain exactly how she did it. So let's see.
Girl power. I love this.
It's a nice door. I need one of these toys at my house.
Very nice house.
Hey.
The tropical greenery for
Dr.
me
Tracy, good to see you.
and the
Good to see you.
sunshine.
Check the house.
Absolutely. I am Dr. Tracy Lynn, and I ran a large direct selling company, Tracy Lynn Fashion Jewelry. We started $200 investment. We grew that business to $100 million.
Did I hear that correctly? $200 startup? $200 million business? Let me find out.
So from 200 to 100 million. Take me back to 200. What was life like when you were first getting started on this journey?
With my mother, it was rough. Single mom. She did, the best she could. And we had to eat that government cheese. And we made some good grilled cheese sandwiches. The cheese didn't melt, but we ate it anyway. And that crazy peanut butter in the can, that was what it was. She always painted the bigger picture for me. So I grew up, maybe to others it sounds like a rough story, but when somebody is constantly telling you that you won't make it, and that you're smart, and that you got it, you believe it.
That's definitely the difference maker.
I'm unfamiliar with government cheese, or I'm assuming she's talking about government welfare. Is that what it's called? Or like, what do they call it? Anyways, I'm unfamiliar with that. But it's so true. When you're a child, you don't even pay attention to the lack. You know what I mean? As long as the people around you are uplifting and positive and saying positive things, like she was saying, her mother was always speaking positively about her. She doesn't feel any type of way about having to have eaten really bad food. Unfortunately, it didn't hinder her progress or anything. So that's amazing.
My mother is the same way growing up. She always made me feel as if I could do whatever I believe.
Well, I'll tell you what, there has been 3 iterations of me on this journey. And it wasn't that I didn't have the right formula of product. I didn't have the right formula of me.
When you first started selling jewelry, I heard that you were selling it out of Tupperware containers. Is that true?
That is true. I did start selling it out of a Tupperware container in the church. Passed it around in the choir stand. And
I need to take note of this because I'm such a perfectionist. I'm like, if I don't have the website and the product photos and damn near a brick and mortar store and I'm established and I have my business cards and all this. No, homegirl just went to church with her jewelry and Tupperware and started something up. So I'm just so inspired by her story so far.
came back full of money. And I got more and I reinvested, and that investment was my $200. I've been fortunate enough to have over 100,000 women in my jewelry business. And some people say, you can't make that kind of money in jewelry. Oh, you can. But I had to be the best person. I had to be the right person in terms of not letting opinions and negativity get in my head. That took me a minute. What J. Paul Getty said, he said, I prefer to have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts. There's only so much time in a day and only so much I can do. And I had a love for people. And I had a desire to help other people. Just like you said, we came from low income environments, and I didn't know any millionaire who had it and lost it, or whoever had it. But I believed that I could get it and I could do it. And how I could do it was by partnering with other people to get there. And that was the model.
Well, this video is about women.
That's something I really, really need to work on because I'm always trying to girl boss it out over here, do everything by myself. But like she said, there's only so many hours in the day. And I like my downtime and my beauty sleep and all that other stuff. So I really need to tap into my network and putting myself out there more. Hence this video.
In business and women entrepreneurs, and there are many women that's going to be watching this video that are so inspired by your story, and men too, guys, I know you're watching too. If you could give one message to the viewers, what would it be?
I would say believe in yourself.
Trust that dream that just will not go away. Take a chance. Stop asking for everybody's opinion because everybody's not going to agree. They can't see the dream that's in you. Go ahead, surround yourself with the right people and step out and find out you really can do it. Subscribe.
What she said. Subscribe to my new YouTube channel, and thank you all so much for watching. I'm just really here trying to inspire by being inspired, if that makes sense. I'm like, I can just keep this information to myself. I need to let other people know, because there's so many corners of the internet. So it's like, you might not have come across this video. This might have been sent to me just so I could show it to you. So I'll put the link down in the bio if you want to watch the full video, want to save it, or whatever it is. And that's a wrap on my first reaction video. Thanks for watching.